The moment Emily stepped into the gun shop, laughter hit her like a slap. "Lost your way after yoga class?" one man sneered. With a wrinkled windbreaker, worn jeans, and a faded canvas backpack, she looked more like someone hunting for a coffee shop than a firearm. A clerk lifted a shotgun with a theatrical flourish. "You even know what end of this thing points forward, princess?" Emily didn't react. Her eyes drifted past them to the wall of weapons. FN Ballista, Phantom Sight Configuration, Launa Lula Magnum rounds. The room froze. Conversation died mid-breath. No one had spoken those specs publicly in 6 years. Judgment stung the air, barbed and eager. Karen, the receptionist with perfect nails and a smile sharp as broken glass, leaned forward. "Sweetheart, the bakery's next door. We sell real weapons here, not kitchen tools." A couple nearby snickered. An old-timer with a chewed cigar barked. "She thinks this is a camera repair shop. Probably takes bird pics for Instagram." Emily adjusted her backpack strap, face unmoving. Her ash-gray eyes scanned the racks. A firearms instructor scoffed. "We don't sell props, kid. This isn't Comic-Con." More laughter. Cold. Testing. Emily finally spoke, voice quiet and steady. "I'm here to choose a weapon." Mockery rippled, desperate to recover its footing. A young mechanic wiped grease on a dirty rag, smirking. "Check out the thrift store, queen. Bet those sneakers came from a welfare bin." A woman in heavy hunting gear chimed in. "Playing poor to feel edgy? Get out before someone gets embarrassed." Emily adjusted her backpack strap, face unmoving. Her ash-gray eyes scanned the racks. A firearms instructor scoffed. "We don't sell props, kid. This isn't Comic-Con." More laughter. Cold. Testing. Emily finally spoke, voice quiet and steady. "I'm here to choose a weapon." Mockery rippled, desperate to recover its footing. A young mechanic wiped grease on a dirty rag, smirking. "Check out the thrift store, queen. Bet those sneakers came from a welfare bin." A woman in heavy hunting gear chimed in. "Playing poor to feel edgy? Get out before someone gets embarrassed." Emily's fingers briefly tightened on her strap, then released. "Show me the precision models." The mechanic faltered, thrown off balance. Karen smirked again. "A weapon? For what? Protecting your latte?" The cigar man wheezed laughter. "Grab one of those pink pistols. Might match your nails, if you owned any." The instructor crossed his arms. "This place is for people who know steel. Try mall security." Emily didn't flinch. "The ballista," she repeated. "Show me." Silence spread like smoke. Emily had grown up with quiet power. A gated estate, a father who drilled discipline into her bones. Power isn't the shout, Emily. It's the silence afterward. At 8, she'd hit her first bullseye. At 20, recruited into a program no one spoke of. Ghost training, nameless missions, buried records. A life erased from history. The store manager emerged with a clipboard in hand. "Self-defense pistol, miss. Something easy?" Emily's hair brushed her shoulder as she shook her head. "FN Ballista, Phantom Sight Configuration, Launa Lula Magnum rounds." A hunter whispered. The government pulled that rifle after the border incidents. 6 years gone. The store manager's stare sharpened. "You know specs too well for a casual buyer." "I used it on the northern border in a snowstorm." Snickers tried to return. A retired cop shoved forward, bitterness radiating off him. "Northern border, sure. You wouldn't last 5 minutes in real cold. That jacket's from a discount bin." "What's your proof? A selfie with a snowball?" Emily's jaw shifted, but her voice stayed level. The configuration handles recoil in sub-zero. Ever tested it? Cracks formed in the ridicule. A ranger with scars and a limp growled, "Real operators don't look like lost tourists. Prove it or walk out." Emily opened an ammo box, revealing a faint tattoo on her wrist. The ranger's cane slipped. A heavy rifle was thrust into her hands by a muscular weekend warrior, desperate to reassert dominance. "Lift this without crying." She raised it one-handed, smooth, unstrained, adjusted the scope, and rotated the suppressor by feel. Gasps. "The safety," someone muttered. "She's bluffing." "I'm adjusting for wind drift. Triple sight system." Nervous laughter fizzled. The store owner activated the demo range. "One shot. Don't embarrass yourself." Emily stepped up. 2-second aim. Breath. Trigger. Bing! The bullet cut through 4 layers of reinforced glass and buried itself dead center. The room went silent. "Only one operator ever did that," someone whispered. "But she vanished." Emily's fingers brushed the edge of a worn photo peeking from her backpack, her younger self surrounded by gowns and tuxedos while she wore plain clothes, always overlooked, always underestimated. A survivalist pushed forward. "Fluke. Prove the program." Emily set a bullet on the counter and spun it. SPC-17, Ghost Program Tag. Everyone recoiled. "Ghost," someone breathed. "That unit was erased." A competitive shooter waved medals. "You couldn't beat my scores." But when the holographic verification shimmered on the bullet alloy, his medal clattered to the floor. A clerk demanded ID. "You're expired, 8 years." Emily slid the card back into her pocket. "I don't belong in your system." A customs officer stamped a denial form. "No clearance, she's banned." Then rotor blades thundered outside. A helicopter landed. Dust storm. A federal agent stepped in, tall, composed, and handed Emily a sealed envelope. Her husband. Everything in the room shifted. Spines straightened, eyes dropped. The world sharpened. Emily looked around once, calm and unshaken, and the shop finally understood who had just walked through their door.